So, in this episode 4 of lesson 1, we are going to learn one important theorem on differentiability and continuity of a function. It means that differentiability implies continuity. That means if a function y is equal to f of x is differentiable at x equals a, then the function should also be continuous at x equals a. But continuity does not imply differentiability. The converse is not true. If a function is continuous at a point x equals a, then it need not be differentiable. The derivative may not exist at x equals a. Now first, let's prove this, the first part. Now it is given that the function is already differentiable. So we should prove that it should be continuous also. Do you know the condition for continuity? Condition for continuity. A function y is equal to f of x is said to be continuous at x equals a if the limit of the function f of x as x tends to a is equal to f of a. This is the basic condition of continuity. Now, if we are going to prove that if a function is differentiable at x equals a, then we prove that limit f of x as x tends to a is equal to f of a, which is the condition for continuity. Now, it is given that the function is differentiable at x equals a. So, this implies f dash of a exists, f dash of a exists, and f dash of a we can take it as limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a exists. Okay, now consider limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a, which can be written as limit of, let me not write limit in the first step, I will simply consider f of x minus f of a, which can be written as f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a into x minus a. So, this x minus a cancel, we get LHS, which is same as the RHS. Now, I will apply the limit, as x tends to 0 on both sides. So, this implies limit x tending to a, I am applying the limit on the left hand side. This is f of x minus f of a is equal to limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a into limit x tending to a. See, there is one more function for which the limit has to be applied. I can separate the limits and apply it, limit x tending to a x minus a. So, this implies limit x tending to a. This I am going to write as it is f of x minus f of a. This portion I have written as it is equal to limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a by x minus a, limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a, f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a is nothing but f dash of a into, now apply the limit as x tends to a. So, in place of x I have to put a minus a is 0. So, this becomes limit x tending to a f of x minus f of a is equal to 0. Now, transfer f of a onto the right hand side. So, limit x tending to a f of x is equal to, transferring f of a onto the right hand side, I get limit x tending to a f of x is equal to f of a, limit f of x tending to a is equal to f of a is the basic condition for continuity. I started with differentiability and arrived at the condition of continuity. Therefore, what does it mean? It means that differentiability implies continuity. But the converse need not be true. The converse is, if a function is continuous at some point, then it need not be differentiable at the same point. Now to prove this, let's consider a function, say y is equal to f of x, where f of x is the modulus function of x, and you know that modulus function is defined as x if x is greater than 0, it is 0 if x is equal to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0. Now I will check the derivative test. We already know that it is a continuous function, because you know that modulus function is continuous at the origin, that is at x equals 0. So I am not going to prove the continuity test. I'll prove that though this is a continuous function, it is not differentiable at x equals 0. So consider the right hand derivative r f dash of a, which is limit f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a extending to a plus. You know, a plus notation indicates right hand limit. Now substitute limit extending to, what is the point? Here x is equal to 0, so I write 0 plus. And what is f of x? When f of x, this is set of values greater than, so x is positive, this is plus x, because now see f of x is equal to plus x when x is greater than 0. 0 plus indicates that set of values greater than, minus f of 0. What is the value of f of 0? If you put 0 here, f of 0 is 0 divided by x minus a, that is x minus 0, that is plus x by x, which is equal to plus 1. This is the value of the right hand derivative of the modulus function at the point x equals 0. Now left hand derivative of the same modulus function is now written as limit extending to a minus, and formula is f of x minus f of a divided by x minus a, that is equal to limit extending to 0 minus. Now 0 minus is set of values of x less than 0. So now f of x is defined as minus x. So minus x minus f of 0 is 0 divided by x minus 0. X is x only, a is 0, because we are testing at the point x equals a, where a happens to be 0. So this is minus x by x, that is equal to minus 1. So clearly right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. Therefore, the function is not differentiable, modulus function is not differentiable at x equals 0, though it is continuous at x equals 0. So what is the outcome of learning in this episode? Differentiability implies continuity, but continuity does not imply differentiability.